Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be learning how to create a web page, how to design a web page. This is one of the super advanced functions of Photoshop, and you can apply Photoshop to do several things, either as a freelancer or as an employed graphics designer. Okay, now when you are given a project to design a website, one of the first things you want to do is go seek for inspiration by going to check similar websites that offer similar services. And when you have done that, you will now be able to put together the inspiration to form your own very page. Now in this very project, we'll be learning how to design this web page. Is the about page of the website digifeels.com. This website is actually live, and we've remodified this design already in the final design. However, this was the base design, and we would actually, if you can go to the website digifeels.com, you will find exactly this very design with just a slight modification. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Now in designing a website, the very first thing you want to do is to create a new document. A new document, usually you just change it to pixels, and usually the width is around 1200 pixels, and the height can be endless, so you can leave it, let's just modify it to 2000 for now. The resolution should be 300, and the title, you give it a title, so let's say DG Feels, that's the name of the website, about us. Alright, so let's save this and get started. Now this is our new canvas, our new document. So the first thing right here is the top bar, which has the number and email as well as the navigation icons to social media. So the first thing, that's the first thing, and it's similar with most of the things we've been doing all the while. You just pick your rectangular marquee tool and then draw that and just add a solid color. We'll come back to that very image and get what the hue of this very color is, so we don't have to waste much time. You copy it, okay, and then you come back to this place and come right here, solid color, it's a new layer, and then you paste it. When you paste it, you click OK. You come right here and rename it top bar. So on the top bar, there are certain things. One is the phone number, the email, and these icons. Now you also want to create your guide. Type in Ctrl R on your keyboard, it appears. So, and then you want to change the units to inches. Once it's on inches, then you come drag. Okay, you can change it to millimeters. You can also change it to pixels. You can change it to millimeters and pixels. So let's say we're taking 100 pixels from this side, and we want to take another 100 pixels from this side, so we'll bring it to 1100. Okay, so there we go, we've taken that. So this is to guide us so we don't have imbalance in our design. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is to come right here and copy this. All you need to do is just pick your type tool. Okay, we'll just copy this and just come right there, and so you just use your type tool, you select and you paste. Okay, you can actually type, but we are trying to make our work fast, so this video doesn't get too long. But of course, I've taught you how to use the type tool, so you should remember how to do it. Alright, the font style is Roboto, so it's intact, so we do that. And the next two things here are the two icons. I've already downloaded the icons, and these are icons. Okay, these icons are, you can download them from flaticons.com. You just go there and create an account and you download them for free. So the two icons we need is Facebook and Instagram. So we'll just drag them in. You just drag them in and minimize them. Okay, reduce them. As you can see, we mentioned in one of our classes that when you have them as smart objects, you can scale without necessarily destroying or pixelating them. So let's go right there. The one that comes first is Facebook, followed by Instagram. Okay, so Facebook should come first, followed by Instagram. So having done this, all we need to do now is hold our control, click on the center, it selects it, and then we use white solid color for that. And then the second one, the Facebook, the same thing, hold our control, click on the center, we will now add a solid color white on it. So we'll name this to FB underscore icon, and then delete this one below and rename this to IG underscore icon. Alright, the reason why you need to be naming your layers is so you can easily make references when you make mistake. Let's choose a standard size for this, so let's use 5, and I think 5 will be okay. Alright, so you can also align them by holding shift and selecting all of them. When you do that, you align them either at the center or you align them at the bottom. Okay, however, what we want to do is not to align them at we want to align them at the center. So just take that up. Alright, we didn't delete this Instagram, so let's delete it. Okay, that's good. Now we're done with the top bar. The next thing we want to do is the menu bar, which contains the icon and the nav bars. So the icon and the nav bar, it's actually a white layer. So let's make this let's make our background color a little grayish. We can change that at the end. Okay, but then for now let's make it grayish so we can be able to get differences. Okay, now for the bar, the nav bar, we have a white color. That's our menu. We have a white color, and then we come right here, we have our logo. So the first thing is our logo. We'll go back to our assets. Already I have the logo designed here, and so you just click and drag your logo and bring it in. If you don't have if they don't have a logo, you create a logo, you charge them, you create a logo for them, and they pay you. Okay, now the next thing we want to pick up is this very menu. Okay, this menu is quite easy. All you just have to do is to type, use your text tool, click here and type the names, home, okay, space, about, and all of that. But we don't want to waste time on that, so we'll just paste what we copied and change the size. If you remember, we used 5 on the previous one, so we'll change the size to 5 pt. Alright, so 5 pt is quite small, so we're gonna increase it a little, maybe to 6 or so. So, and there we go, we have this. So let's see if we can use 6 on the dot instead of something to. Okay, so there we go, we have our menu already. Okay, and the next thing we need on this very work is to create the hero section. The hero section is also another beautiful section. So it's containing that image and a very big title. So for this, we can use the solid color. We can also use our rectangular tool. So let's use rectangular tool at this moment, so you can also see an application of that. Okay, so create a rectangle, we name it hero. So that's our hero section. Okay, so having done that, we want to ensure that it is aligned. Okay, so having done that, now we bring in that image. I already have this asset. This image I downloaded from yes, that is either Pixels or Pixabay, so I will give the link so you can go download it. So I haven't downloaded the image, I cropped it to get this very size, so you have to also crop yours to get this very size. Okay, and then you bring it right on top of the hero section. Okay, bring it right on top of the hero section. Let's use a bigger one so you can have a feel of what we're talking about. Now this is more like the complete image. Okay, this is more like the complete image. So you bring it right on top of this section and increase it, and it should be right on top of the hero section. And all you need to do is create a clipping mask by pressing alternate Control G, alternate Control G, Alt Control G. Now it goes into it. Or let's undo and do it again. You hold Shift on your keyboard while selecting the image. You hold Alt on your keyboard and bring your mouse in between the two layers, and it will change to this icon. To change this icon, you just clip it and then it clips. Okay, you see what happens. We've already done this. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is to write this title. Now we have a heading here, and it says generating lifetime clients for your business. All we just need to do is just bring our text and just type that. Okay, generating lifetime clients for your business. Okay, it is Roboto, so we'll change it to Roboto. Roboto condensed. Okay, let's see if that's the right one, and we'll change the color to white. Then we'll just come right here, generating lifetime clients for your business. Okay, now we have to modify this, the spaces in between them. Let's use auto, and then we change our alignment to this and ensure that this is checked out. All of them will become uppercase text. So you can see we've already done that. So you can still do it, but we wouldn't be taking much time on this, so this course wouldn't be too lengthy. Now beyond that, we have, okay, you can see now that there's a little challenge. We're supposed to increase this way. Okay, so we have it just at this level, so which is, this image is not the best suited image for this, so, because I've modified it severally. Okay, but then let's just do it this way so you can have an understanding of how we got this very image. Okay, however, I think I should just come with the first one. I've already taught you how to crop, so you should go learn how to crop. Download the original image and crop it so you can have exactly this image. Okay, having cropped it, then you create a clipping mask with it on the hero section. So hold Alt on our keyboard and clip it. So that's it. So we'll type this, generating lifetime clients for your business. Okay, lifetime clients for your business. There's a mistake here, typographical error. It's your business. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is to create the next section, which is the about us, and then the vision, mission, and core values. So let's come right here, and it's a white section. So white section, like I said, you can use either the solid color or the rectangular tool. So let's come change it to white and rename it to about us. About us. Now the next thing we want to do is to type the about us and this. So come right here, just copy this, and just paste it right there. Okay, now don't forget the font style is Roboto, because it's Roboto here, and the font size is 13 point something here. So try to follow the font size and the font style. Okay, so ensure that it is centralized. If you can't get the center, all you need to do is hold this and hold this. Use your shift and click on the two layers, and then just centralize it. It's going to be centralized automatically. The next thing is this whole long text here, which you can easily create by just holding your text tool and click and drag. Okay, and you click and drag by creating a text box. You will have that, so you can come reduce the font size to the desired size you would need. So let's say we're using 10, and we're using poppings this time around, not roboto. Poppings is for text, while a roboto is for so use poppings regular and then centralize it. So there we go, we have this already. Okay, and then the next thing we want to do is to write our mission, vision, and core value. So for the mission, the vision, and the core value, all we need to do is to create those three shapes. Okay, let me hold on Shift and enlarge this a little. Shift and enlarge it a little. So we have a rectangle here, a heading here, the text here, but the rectangle has shadows, okay, right at the edge. So let's create this together. We come to the rectangle and create one rectangle. Okay, when we create that rectangle, we ensure that the fill is white. Then we come to the FX here and we add shadow, drop shadow. So we increase the shadow size. Okay, we can also increase the shadow opacity. Let's increase it so you can see that. And the direction, we can also change it, so you can decide to change it, so let's assume we're modifying it this way, and let's assume this is what we want. That is okay. So we'll just duplicate it into 3 and ensure that they are equally spaced. Okay, they are spaced equally. Now let's ensure that they are horizontally and vertically aligned. So we'll just align them from the top, and we don't have it yet perfect, so we reduce it a little so it fits into what we want. Alright, so this shadow is much, so we can reduce that size of the shadow. Shadow size is much. Shadow opacity can be increased a little more. Shadow size is much, so click OK. You can right click, copy layer style, and paste it on the other two. So we'll just paste layer style and right click this and paste layer style. Okay, so there we go, we have it. Now the next thing we want to do is to write the heading, and so for the very first one we have is our mission. So let's copy this, our mission, and just go there and paste it. So our mission, it is right below that, so we'll just bring it to the top, just drag it upwards. Okay, let's ensure it's at the center. You select the text and hold Shift and select the second one and centralize it, and there you go, you have centralized. So this will be our vision, and then the last one is our core value. So it's still below our core. Alright, so you hold your Shift and centralize it. You hold your Shift and centralize it. So once you do that, you can also ensure that these three are aligned by selecting all three of them and aligning them. Okay, and then the next thing we want to do is to insert a text box here and type those texts. Automatically they are typed for us, so you replace them with the right text. Okay, and this is supposed to be poppings, not roboto, so we'll change it to poppings. Okay, and these are regular poppings. Let's make it light poppings. So slide poppings, you duplicate by holding Alt key, and then you click and drag with your selection tool. Okay, That's it. This tool, you click on the image. When you hold Alt key, it changes, the icon changes, and then you click and drag and it duplicates. Okay, that's how you quickly duplicate. So you also want to ensure that this is centralized. You select, centralize it. Select the text, select the rectangle and centralize. Select the text, hold Shift, select the rectangle and centralize. And you want to ensure that these three are also centralized. You right click, select, right click, select, and then you centralize them. You align them, okay, from the bottom. So there we go. We've already created this. And the next thing on this is the footer menu. So this footer menu is blue. So let's come create our footer menu. It's blue. It's the same hex value with this. So just pick that, okay, and then we want to create these lines, okay. So there is that at the bottom. That's the bottom bar that has the name. So just come, just create this way. You can use this. Solid color is white. So you want to reduce the pixel, hold Shift on your keyboard and reduce it so it can come uniformly. It's a single line. So because we don't want our lines to have different thickness, we'll just use that same one at the bottom, duplicate it, and then use it to do the remaining work. So let's duplicate, Ctrl J, and then you come to Edit, Transform, rotate 90, just rotate it 90 clockwise, and hold Shift on your keyboard. Hold Shift on your keyboard and modify it accordingly. Okay, so we want to arrange it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just fix these three. These ones are going to determine themselves. So let's just Ctrl J to duplicate, and then you just shift it. You can also click and drag it. Okay, let's assume we're spacing them at 600, 800 pixels. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have this. So let's have 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to space equally, then this should start somewhere around here. So okay, so let's assume the spacing is okay by us. Let's assume the spacing is very okay by us. This is not okay. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. So that's too big. Get to 900. I think this is fair enough. Okay, we'll hold our Shift and increase it to match this. And I think we have what we need. So from here, the next thing we want to do is to bring our logo. So we can go up there to duplicate our logo. Bring it down. Remember how we duplicated it? It's just holding Alt on your keyboard. Okay, this is supposed to be a different logo. Okay, there's a white logo and there's a darker logo. Since we don't have the white one here, we'll just modify this to get the white one. So hold Control and click on this. And so we'll hold this and minus this very selection. minus this and we'll change this to solid color, white. So there we go. Let's assume that is it. So merge the two so it becomes one layer, and it's still our logo. Just name it to our logo footer. Okay, now we'll come here, generating lifetime customers for your business. We'll just copy this, come back here, use our text tool and paste it. Okay, so we just increase it, hold your Alt key and increase it, and then you bring your logo here. So your logo, increase the size. Okay, I hope we got that correctly. I think we did. Our footer seems to be a little bigger, so we can modify that to make it smaller if we want to. And we have the quick links. Just text, which should be less. Let's see. Let's just copy this. Just paste it here. Okay, and reduce the size. Okay, and then we'll just pick our quick links. This title quick link, support and blog. So quick link, change the size to 12. That is even too much. 8. Use it. And it's supposed to be 14. Quick links, blog and support. Blog and support. So let's ensure that they are all aligned. There we go. We've succeeded in creating a website. If this is too high for you, all you just need to do is to reduce it and reduce the pixel from the bottom. Okay. Hold on Shift and modify it. There we go. Then we have our footer, which is copyright C 2022 DigiFuels Limited. Okay. DigiFuels is one of our companies. We design websites for clients, so feel free to contact us if you have projects in relation to web design, and we'll be honored to design it for you, and we'll give you the very best. Okay, now hold down Shift and reduce this so we can have a well-suited size. Like I was saying, DigiFuels, we do web design, we also do digital marketing and several other things, so feel free to contact us anytime. So that's it, and we are done. Now for the gray, we can come modify our gray to any other color, but I think we're good. So this is how you design a website. Now after designing your website, the next thing you want to do is to export it. And when you export it to you can export in different formats, but when you export in SVG, SVG becomes an easy format for web designers to be able to convert what you've done to they can easily convert it to HTML and CSS pages. Okay, so it depends on who is the designer. If you are the designer, excellent. And if you're designing on WordPress, there will be no need to do this. You just basically have this design that will guide your work when you are working online and you're building the site, either online or on a local server. So that will be all for now. We'll export it as JPEG, and we'll export all, and we'll save it on our desktop. Digifills about. This was what we did before. This was what we were able to get. Thank you so much for your time. Keep practicing, and see you in the next class.